What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the Phenom, as I refer to him as, former lineal unified WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, welterweight world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, who is a junior middleweight now title contender, Jaron Boots Ennis, 35 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. He's going into a massive fight June 27th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. But before we get to that, the former pound for pound king, the former 5-division world champion, 3-division undisputed champion, the greatest fighter of his generation and his era, undefeated, first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, 42 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. Terence Crawford was called on Facetime yesterday, as I did a video about it this morning, and he was asked about the fight and the situation between himself and Jaron Boots Ennis, right? And Terence Crawford responded as he's supposed to. I would have knocked Jaron Boots Ennis out. I would have ended his career early. I didn't want to do that. He said, these dudes don't say my name. He went on a rant. As you see here, Jaron Boots Ennis, he responds, and he says, he calls Terence Crawford and the situation and the dudes that's calling Terence Crawford, because it was like a barbershop, right? Where everybody was in there talking boxing, as grown men do. Barbershop conversations. Shouts out to my brother Fred, right? And they FaceTime Terence Crawford to ask him about the situation. Father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney was there. And they was discussing it on FaceTime, to which Terence Crawford said what he said. But now Jaron Ennis calls Terence Crawford a clown and says that essentially he lumps them all together and says, as you see, clowns, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on June 27th. It's not clowns, it's competition. That's what this generation of fighters don't understand. It's competition. You are in a competitive sport, and people going to want to see the best fight the best, regardless. So this is barbershop. This is how you get promoted. This is how you get recognized. These are the people that support you. The barbershop conversations. This is how it starts, right? And so people wanted to see that fight. And there's a disconnect where Jaron Ennis feels like Terence Crawford avoided him. As I told you guys, my part of it, Terence Crawford feels like Jaron Ennis avoided him. Terence Crawford has since retired. He's 38 years old. He'll be 39 in September. And Terence Crawford ended it by saying, say my name. And Jaron Ennis got a big fight with the unified WBA, WBO, junior middleweight, unified Puerto Rican star boxer, undefeated Xander Zayas. 23 wins, no losses, no draws, 23 years of age. They're going to face off at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And he said, I'm focused on the task at hand, as he's supposed to, right? But Jaron Ennis, this is always his response to everything, right? He has a laid back personality, right? But this is what happens in these situations where people feel like he's ducking. He's not vocal, and he don't have to be. It's not who he is. He's just not vocal. He's not aggressive. He's laid back. But you got to understand, for every action, there's a reaction. If that's going to be your personality, then you have to accept what comes along with it. Just like if you have an aggressive personality, you have to accept what comes along with it. David Morrell do all that talking, got knocked out yesterday. 22 seconds left in the 12th round. He got to accept what's going to come along with all the talking he does, right? It just is what it is. But he was on Akin Barak show. Shouts out to Akin Barak. And he said he's going to start planting his flag. He's going to start responding. Terence Crawford says, say my name. I know you got to focus on the task at hand, right? But people going to ask, this is the sport that you chose. This sport puts the carriage before the horse. You got to understand where you at. Understand your surroundings. This sport, when Floyd Mayweather was fighting Miguel Cotto, everybody's asking him about Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao was fighting Shane Mosley, everybody's asking him about Floyd Mayweather. That's the sport you're in. When Tank Davis was fighting Lamont Roach, everybody was asking him about Shakur Stevenson. When Devin Haney's fighting Brian Norman, everybody's asking him about Ryan Garcia. When Mike Tyson was fighting Bruce Seldon, everybody's asking him about Evander Holyfield. When Lennox Lewis is fighting Hasim Rahman, everybody's asking him about the Klitschko's. This is how it goes. When Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting, everybody's asking him about Tommy Hearns. This is the sport that you have. This is the sport that you chose. Understand your surroundings, understand what you got yourself into, and address it appropriately. But let's see it. I think, personally, that Terence Crawford, if Jaron Ennis pushed the buttons, he going to get the fight. It's up to him to push them buttons. Because Terence Crawford is there to be had. And I don't mean to lose. I mean, he's there. He's in the moment. And his competitive nature won't allow him to not take the fight. If Jaron Boots Ennis press the right buttons, Terence Crawford, I believe, will step back in that ring. Not for money. Not for anything else. But his pride and his competitive nature. Believe that. But let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram, and it's getting a lot of traction. He didn't feel like there was nothing else. He didn't feel like a rematch with Canelo made sense because he already dominated him, and he's not about money. His legacy is already intact. His family's already set. He don't feel like there's nothing there to motivate him to go through those training camps. This will motivate Terence Crawford to go through them training camps. Believe that. If Jaron Ennis really wants it, he can make it happen. Believe me. But let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. You can't have that laid back personality. Oh, well, it's just, that ain't going to get it done. The passive aggressive, you can't do that. If Jaron Ennis beats Xander Zayas in dominating fashion and wins them unified belts, and he really wants to fight Terence Crawford and prove his stance, he would say, you know something? I want Terence Crawford. I seen him talking about him knocking me out. Listen, I'm here. I got the unified belts. I'll knock you out. This X, Y, and Z. Terence Crawford going to respond to that. Believe you me. Believe you me. But if he goes, it don't matter, I'm looking to unify, that ain't going to do it. Terence Crawford don't feel like you really want it. I'm telling y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I might do a live stream about that today. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gone. Peace.